Here are my life lessons. When I was in grade 7, I was a hot mess. I was failing in school. I wasn't very popular, and some of my friends were even bullying me. It wasn't a very fun time for me. But by the time I graduated high school, I was school president and valedictorian. Here's how it happened. Today, I'm going to share some life lessons with you. Number 1, dream big. Dream really big. It's okay to set crazy high goals for yourself. You can't be successful if you don't want to be successful. Humans wouldn't have made it to the moon if we weren't trying to get there. Or like climbing a mountain, the only way to get to the top is if you set a goal to get to the top. The key is to realize that after you set the crazy high goal, you have to set a series of small realistic goals to make the high goal happen. For example, when I was in grade 7, I was teasing my older brother who was vice president in high school. I said, "You're only vice president. When I get to that high school, I'm going to be president." I didn't even know what it meant. I was just trying to impress him. But I set the goal, and looking back, that goal changed the trajectory of my life. Because back then I hated school. Oh man, I hated school. Here are the benefits of dreaming big, or one benefit at least. If you ask for what you want, you might get it. If you try to go for what you want, you might succeed. Number 2, addition by subtraction. Stop hanging out with bullies. There are 2 kinds of bullies. The kind that come up to you on the playground and take your lunch money and call you a nerd and beat you up. And the less obvious kind, the frenemy, the bad influence, the hater. I had Jamal, and he was both. He was a year older, so the rest of the group thought he was cooler than me. He treated me like I didn't belong in the group, and whenever he was bored, he would attack me. And honestly, I got lucky. He moved away. As a result, my grades improved because I was able to focus in class. Getting rid of the negative really helps a lot. Here's a famous example. Josh Smith. He had a big salary and an even bigger ego. And he was actually a really good player, really fast and really strong, but he decided that he wanted to be a three-point shooter and shot a lot of threes, but he's terrible at it. So the team did what very few NBA teams do when they have a high-played, terrible player. They let him go for nothing. They just said go. Normally when you have a bad player, you try to trick another team into trading with you. But you never just agree to let him go for nothing in return. But they did. And the next year they made the playoffs. So find your Josh Smith and let your Josh Smith go. People are afraid of change. They like to hold on to what they have for too long. If it's not working, just let it go. Lesson 3. Ask for help. For several years, my family wasn't really comfortable with me being labeled as having an LD. So I never really received much help or support, and this didn't help my grades. But in high school, I got tested again, and then I worked with the school staff to help me create a plan to do well in school, and it worked. To me, asking for help is kind of like using glasses. If you need them, use them. It doesn't make you any less. What are the benefits of asking for help? Once I started working with the support staff, my grades jumped a whole grade point, from like a low B to like a pretty good A. Number 4, know yourself. Really take the time and understand yourself. Learn what you like. Learn what you don't like. Learn your strengths. Learn your weaknesses. And then use all of this information to your advantage by making a plan that uses your strengths and negates your weaknesses. Here's an example. Steph Curry. Steph Curry has weak ankles. Before the 2014 season, he would get injured all the time, and 90% of his injuries were a result of his weak ankles. That year, his team hired a new training staff, and they gave Steph new ways to work around his weak ankles by improving the strength in his other muscles. And he listened, and he worked out a lot, and now, no more ankle injuries. The result? Back-to-back MVPs. I had a learning disability that said that my written expression wasn't as good as my verbal expression. I created a plan that finally used the learning support the school provided to keep my grades up, which negated my weakness. And I used my performing skills to win the hearts of the school, making me popular and helping me become president. See, the more you understand yourself is the better you can make a plan. Number 5, work hard. No picture, just really simple. Just work hard. And by work hard, I mean try. I mean do the thing. Whatever the thing you are trying to do, you need to do it. Planning alone is not enough. If you see a fire, it's best to put it out, not to worry about what it's going to do. Put it out. Why worry about something when you can try? One of the main reasons why I wasn't doing well in school in grade 7 was because I wasn't doing much homework. Here's another sports example. Back in the day, Kobe was the best basketball player in the world. When he was a member of the 2006 USA team, he would arrive to practice hours before the rest of the team. I'm talking about other Olympic athletes, and he would stay an hour after everyone left. And the result was he was only slightly better. My point is, winning takes a lot of work. Always. Point 6. Don't care about what other people think about you. Maybe I should say try not to care about what other people think about you. Once upon a time, Kanye wanted to be a famous rapper. And now, Kanye is a famous rapper. But everyone around him told him that he was a terrible rapper and that he should only make beats. And did he listen? No, he didn't. And look at where he is now. Point 7. Care about people. Try not to care what people think about you, but make sure you still care about people. There's a difference. It's important. As high school president, I cared. I did my best to help whoever, whenever I could. As a student leader, I tried to be fair and not give extra benefit to any one group. And people noticed. See, at my school, valedictorian was elected once you met a certain academic standard. And it wasn't just my friends that voted for me. I didn't have that many friends because I wasn't really in any crowd. The people I helped along the way voted for me. Point 8. Have fun. You have a lot of work ahead of you. So make it fun. Find work that you like. As Joseph Campbell would say, follow your bliss. Do the thing that makes you feel most alive. Before we were forced to go to school and get jobs, when we were little kids, we didn't mind helping out in the garden or doing other things. Children basically have 2 types of activities. They have things that they want to do and things they don't want to do. You ask a child if they want to help cook, they'll say yes. If they want to learn a song, they'll say yes. If they don't, they'll say no. You just have to look within yourself and figure out what you like to do. There are so many great positive things you can do, so choose what feels good for you. Do what makes you happy, then do it a lot, and then do it well. The more in tune you are with what you really want and what you really like to do, the easier it will be to find the energy needed to commit and be successful. That's it. That's how I did it. That's how you'll do it. Thank you.